Hey there everyone, it's Gigi's Sober Son. March 19th, AA thought for the day from the 24-hour day book reading. When we were drinking, we used to be ashamed of the past. Remorse is terrible mental punishment. Ashamed of ourselves for the things we've said and done, afraid to face people because of what they might think of us, afraid of the consequences and of what we did when we were drunk. In AA, we forget about the past. Do I believe that God has forgiven me for everything I've done in the past, no matter how black it was, provided I'm honestly trying to do the right thing today? Well, I believe that God has forgiven me not by anything I've done, but what He's done. And maybe some people find that hard to accept, that that I don't have to do anything to get forgiveness except believe that I'm forgiven, that ask that because of what my higher power did for me is just something that I can accept and incorporate. And the longer I dwell in that belief, then the more I understand it. It seems counterintuitive, but that's been my experience for sure. Meditation for the day. God's Spirit is all about you all day long. Okay, I read that wrong. God's Spirit is all about you all day long. Just means it's omnipresent, not it's all about you. That's how I read it, of course, because it's all about me. You have no thoughts, no plans, no impulses, no emotions that He does not know about. You can hide nothing from Him. Do not make your conduct conform only to that of the world, and do not depend on the approval or disapproval of others. God sees in secret, but He rewards openly. If you are in harmony with the Divine Spirit, doing your best to live the way you believe God wants you to live, you will be at peace. Yeah. There's a passage in the big book that says these are the thoughts that must go with us daily. How to seek and do God's will. It's the proper use of our will. And it's so simple, The proper use of my will is to conform it to my higher power's will. And so, in everything, even when I feel like a dirtbag and I feel like, nothing's going right and I'm in this negative place, if I just hand all that over to my higher power, that in and of itself is doing God's will, to just seek God's will, right? And it's really a case of how good do you want to feel? How good do I want to feel? And how much suffering can I take before I decide to do that? My goal is to not suffer at all, right? But sometimes life will throw things at you that hurt, that are really painful. And in those times, it's when I feel like I'm closest to God, because I know I need to hand things over. It's other times when I feel like I I can use my logical brain to work through things and figure things out. And after all, it says I think it's in the 10th step or the 11th step, on awakening. It says, after all, God gave us a brain to use, but we ask for guidance and direction. But if we surrender our day and our thoughts to Him, we're on a much better path and much less likely to suffer as a result of self-will. So that sounds like a much better deal. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may always feel God's presence. I pray that I may realize this presence constantly all through the day. Yeah, I know that I'm not always going to feel God's will, but I like to think anyway that that God is talking to me constantly, and if I'm tuned to His frequency, I can pick up on it. So it's not a matter of trying, it's more a matter of letting go of my own will and my own tendencies that are usually, like today, I feel really negative because I worked out yesterday. I worked out hard. And so today I'm feeling tired and a little bit sore. But the point isn't to continually lay about so I don't feel any discomfort. The more I challenge myself, the more I realize that I need God in my life. So keep coming back, y'all. Love you. Look up, aim up, rise up.